Didn't realize that I could be considered anti-Semitic till I read one of the definitions of anti-Semitism. Look at this. The definition says, making mendacious, dehumanizing, demonizing, or stereotypical allegations about Jews as such, or the power of Jews as a collective, such as, especially, but not exclusively. This sounds like a, let them go by. All right, so it says, think about it, that sounds like the type of wording that's in the contracts, right?
Indeed.
Okay, it says, such as, especially, but not exclusively, the myth about a world Jewish conspiracy or of Jews controlling the media, economy, government, or other societal institutions.
But isn't that what you said? That Jews run everything?
Yeah, but that actually is considered to be anti-Semitic.
Right.
So I didn't realize that it was anti-Semitic to say, hey, you know, I have a Jewish attorney, I have a Jewish record label, I have a Jewish contractor, I have a
Do you regret your statements?
Or the statements you think you should be walking back? I mean, considering...
What do you mean walking back?
Well, you know, backing up off of them. I mean, the thing is, you've lost a lot of endorsements. People are dropping you. You're getting, vilified. I mean, you might think you're right, but I think, there's a whole world out there that's condemning you for what you said.
Okay, so this right here is a chart of Universal Studios, 20th Century Fox, ABC News, CBS News, Columbia Pictures, Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports, Fox News, Washington Post, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MTV Music Television, Nickelodeon, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Comedy Central, NBC Entertainment, Google, what else do we have? Disney, ABC Kids and Family, YouTube, Los Angeles Times, Discovery Network, Paramount Pictures, Facebook, Huffington Post, Yahoo, Marvel, Hulu, Cosmopolitan, Time, Touchstone, Associated Press, Pixar, Miramax, HBO, New York Post, LucasArts, MSNBC, DreamWorks Animation. Now, the thing is, I skipped over maybe about 5 of them because it was just unclear on this list. The red are the executives that are Jewish at these companies.
Do you think they stuck together when they heard what you said? Was that what happened?
Well, what I said is, hey, I've had experiences where it felt like I was being teamed up on, and I didn't realize that term would be considered to be anti-Semitic. So I had a mediation with Adidas today, and I think Adidas felt like because everyone else was ganging up on me that they had the right to just take my designs, and I feel like right now I feel like that was in Christianity we don't say karma, we say you reap what you sow. We don't say karma, we say you reap what you sow. And I feel like this is God humbling me right now because there's two things that are happening.
Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, HaKodash, Yahweh be in the name of the Heavenly Father, the Holy One of Israel, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and mercy to the house of David, those men that are doing this work in sincerity and in truth across the four corners of the earth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right, and much love to the 130 believers out there that are believing, helping, in humility, to the best of your ability. To you all, I say shalom and greetings, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the Spirit. All right, so, man, I'm going to just be real. My next few lessons might be talking about Amalek, man. Amalek got, the Lord is exposing Amalek right now, and it's been getting me fired up because, when you think about certain people that bother you, right? When you think about, there are scriptures coming to my head as I'm talking, so forgive me if I'm making little pauses. But there are certain nations that some brothers that bother them more than other nations. Some brothers might have a disdain for Moab more. Some brothers might dislike Ishmael more. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that is set up through the Spirit. But You know, and I know this applies to all of Israel, right? What I'm about to say, but all of the hopeful elect, the people that are serving Yahweh Shema Shai. But you Israelites, first off, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans around the four corners of the earth, and those Israelite foreigners, right? You are Israelites according to your bloodline and your spirit, although you may look like the other nations. But nonetheless, if I have a disdain for anybody, the most, all right, is Amalek. I truly dislike Amalek because, you know, obviously all the things that they've done, but they're pretending to be somebody or not. They're pretending to be us, right? This is the worldwide crime of you had to take identity theft and turn it into a nation that will be Amalek, right? And that's you see that taking place because that's like if you know, say for instance your name is Jeffrey Adams, and next thing you know, another guy, he's acting like he's Jeffrey Adams. He's spending your money. He's trying to take your life. He's going to your job acting like you, right? He's telling your friends that he is you. You know, just identity theft, you know. But the real people gonna know. The real people in your life gonna be like, you ain't Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really happening through the spirit right now. The Lord is exposing Amalek. You know, my list goes Amalek. Then, of course, the Amalekites are Edomites, right? They're just the chief tribe. But Amalek, Esau, Ham. Those are my top three, you know, that bothers me. You know, let me get something real quick. You know, they truly get under my skin, okay? And actually, I just thought another brother was bringing up a good point, right? Another brother was bringing up a good point regarding Amalek and Esau, and how basically Jacob was informed to Yaquab Esau for his blessing from his father, right, from Isaac. But now they're doing that to us in reverse. They're still upset about that. So they came with the 1948, the Balfour Declaration to try to get back, right, that blessing, to try to get back that birthright. And if you talk to a real Amalekite, somebody who really believe in their wickedness, you know, they put up a video the other day how Amalek is saying, hey, yeah, everybody that's a non-JEW is going to be our slave. They said that. So that means it's true that somebody is going to serve the true JEWs, right? So it's either them or it's either us. But who's in tune with the spirit? Those people are so far from spiritual value that it's ridiculous. But let me get this. This is Genesis 27 and verse 6. It says, and Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah before my death. So Rebekah overheard this, and so this is spiritual too, because Rebekah overheard this, but she knew Esau. It was set up through the spirit, but she knew Esau was wicked. You know what I'm saying? She knew Jacob was the one. See, they always try to say Jacob supplanted him, but Rebekah knew. Hey, I'll say this as much, you know, and Rebekah was a decent woman. You know, she did right by Jacob. I mean, she did right by Isaac, you know? So you got to believe she know her children, right? So she knew that Esau was a devil. She knew that Esau was wicked. And so the Lord put it on her spirit to have Jacob do the next things that's about to be written, you know? And moms know their children, man. You can't deny that. A mother be knowing their children, man. All right? And she said, now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. You see? It says, go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And so she said, go fetch me of the goats, because before this, Isaac told Esau to go catch some venison. All right, and venison is deer meat, right? And Esau was a man of the field, right? So Esau was going to have to take time to go out and hunt in order to gather this venison. Okay, so she knew that she had a little time for him to go get goat and address it and make it. And Isaac was going blind at this time, all right, or just blind period. But so he basically it's like how sometimes you get certain meat, and this how you know certain meats can look and taste like others. She like, go get goats. That'll be quicker. It's easier. It's faster. You don't got to go and hunt for it, right? So it says, such as he loveth, because that's why I said Isaac. The scriptures say that Isaac loved Esau because of his venison. He loved the good meat he was bringing, right? But that don't mean that he was gonna come back and loving Esau on this side, right? But he loved the food that he was producing because he was a man of the field. But Rebekah loved Jacob. It says, and Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Which is the scriptures, right? The scriptures say that Jacob was going to be a smooth man and Esau would be hairy, right? That's why you see our people, they're not generally like really hairy people, like, but Esau be looking like goddamn caveman baboon, right? The so-called white man. It says, my father peradventure will feel me, and I will see to him as a deceiver. I will seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. He says, and his mother said unto him, and see, this is how you know Rebekah was Jake too. And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse, my son, only obey my voice and go fetch me them. And now see, Rebekah, the Lord didn't curse her for this because the Lord put the spirit on her to do this. So she like, don't worry about it. It's going to fall upon me. If something go bad, the curse is going to fall on me. So she was willing to make that sacrifice for her son, right? It says, and see, women don't Salaki just had a call from Elder Big Gad. He kind of boosted my spirit. Called Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai. But back to this, that's what I was saying. Like she was willing to do what was best for her son. She was willing to do what was best for her son. So that's a lesson for mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Got to do what's right through the spirit for your children. But it says, and he went and fetched and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory meat such as his father loved. And Rebekah, she cooked that thing up. She was in her bag on this meal. It says, and Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were within her house, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her younger son. And see, this is the fulfillment of the prophecy, the beginning of the fulfillment of the prophecy, right? When it says that, Jacob will receive the blessing and the elder shall serve the younger. This is the beginning, right? It's really a 3-part to that blessing, right? You got the one part where Esau gives up his birthright, right? You got the second part where Jacob is blessed by Isaac, right? And then you got the third part, whereas the Israelites now are about to take the Edomites out of rulership through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So it's really a 3-part fulfillment of that prophecy, right? It says, let me go on, where was I? It says, and she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands. So that's the thing, right? When you get goats, right, you gotta, I'm forgetting, you gotta shave them first. It's another word like sheaf or something like that, but you gotta shave them first. You can't just throw them on the grill with all the hair on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like scaling a fish. Like, you know what I mean? You got to take off all of the hair. You got to cut off all the hair. So the hair that she had, she put it to use and put it upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. So she put it upon his neck so he would feel hairy. It says, and she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, my father. And he said, here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou hast badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, and thy soul may bless me. It says, and Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? He said that because, how did you catch a deer so quick? And he said, because the Lord thy power brought it to me. You see, so he's like, hey, how did you make that so quick? How did you get it done? Because, it takes time to go hunting. Especially in those days, they didn't have guns. He had to use probably using arrows and rocks and, different mechanics. That he was a cunning hunter. You see, traps and things like that. It says, and Isaac said to Jacob, come near, I pray thee that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. He's like, I need to touch you. You know what I'm saying? Because he like, this this seems he was this the spirit was working. You know, he like something seemed a little off, but you know, if the Lord bless you, come let me touch you, son. He says, and Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him, and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. So really through the spirit, he kind of knew. You know, he's like, but the Lord put it on his spirit to continue with the blessing, because this was set up in the spirit to happen where the Israelites would get the dominance over the Edomites. You see, he said this is Jacob's voice. You know, and the father ain't stupid. You know, he been living with his son. He's like, hey man, this is Jacob's voice. You don't sound nothing like Esau, right? But you feel like Esau though. He says, and he discerned him not. You see, so he said he discerned him not. So he's like, man, maybe he just sound like Jacob today. You see, so he knew someone all the way there in the spirit, but he like, hey, maybe he just sound like Jacob. They are brothers, you know. But he said he discerned him not, so he wasn't able to tell that was truly Jacob. He said because his hands were hairy as his brother's Esau's hands, so he blessed him. You see, it says, and he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. Right? Kiss the son, you know, and that's Jacob, you know. Isaac, you know, kissing Jacob is spiritual. But he said, and he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son Esau is as the smell of the field which the Lord hath blessed. You see? So he like, you smell like, because he had on Esau's raiment. It says, therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. You see, because what Isaac was doing, right, in the performance of attempting to give Esau this birthright, right? The attempt was there, but because why was he doing this? Because Esau was his firstborn son, right? So you're not supposed to diminish that of the firstborn. He's not supposed to take it away from him. So he was doing what was right according through the spirit, right? But at the end of the day, the Lord knew that Esau was a wicked man. The Lord created Esau to be and his descendants to be the wicked upon the earth. So he couldn't receive that blessing, because if Esau had received this blessing, we will be in the opposite position right now. As far as you'll see the Edomites out in the highways and byways, and you'll see Jake ruling the earth right now, right? And they will be the downtrodden, and we will be the carnally rich. You see, but the Heavenly Father was showing what was really going on. So now the main point is, as a matter of fact, let me read this next verse before I continue. It says, let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. You see, so this is the blessing. This is beautiful, man. This is the blessing that Isaac put upon Jacob. You see? So Esau, you know, we're going to read it, but Esau was upset about this. Esau was bothered. So this is why you're seeing, so this is a righteous taking of Esau's blessings, right? This is supposed to happen. But this is now you're seeing Edomites trying to pretend to be us, right? They're trying to be smooth skinned. They're trying to be plain men, right? And that is not literal, right? I'm just saying they're trying to take on our spirit. They're pretending to be the JEWs. They're pretending to be the people of the Most High. They're pretending to be the chosen, right? As an act of trying to get back at what happened in our history. But they're putting on our garments. This is what's happening. Esau is putting on our garments, trying to pretend to be us. But it's just like a wolf in sheep clothing. We know that you're not a true sheep, right? We know that we see you for who you are. And now through the spirit, you know, the Lord is using Kanye and obviously starting with the prophets, the apostles, and elders, a great millstone, but using worldly man to bring this out, right? The scriptures say that wicked is going to be revealed, man. Esau got to be revealed as the devil, right? Amalek, starting with Amalek. It says, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone from the presence of Isaac his father, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. He said he was yet scarce gone. So as soon as he got out of there, next thing you know, Esau's coming in. So Jacob, and this is spiritual, because the Lord said the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So he just made it out of the tent. And next thing you know, Esau was coming up in that thing. It says, and Esau's brother came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat and brought, it says savory, but it wasn't all that savory. Esau don't like nothing on his food. Little side joke. But it says, and brought unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that they soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly. See, he trembled because he's like, well, who did I just bless? Right? He says, and said, who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob, right? Which is Yaiqua, which means to supplant. For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? So this is the what Esau, he'll try to put it on Jacob. This is people like, oh, Jacob was a thief. Jacob took it from him. But no, first off, the birthright was an even trade, right? He told him, he said, hey, man, Esau came in, he said, what is this birthright to me? He said he despised his birthright. And so this is how you know that Jacob deserved a blessing as well. Jacob saw the value in what the birthright was. Jacob saw even obeying his mother. He saw the value and listening to his mother and going in there and getting the blessing, right? But Esau didn't really see the value in the birthright. So if you don't see the value in the birthright, you don't get to receive the blessing. That's really what this comes down to. Esau despised his birthright. He sold it for some food, right? So he's like, hey, he said, I'm at the point to die. What mean this birthright to me? But what shows you that Edomite lacks integrity, right? You're supposed to, in the spirit, you're supposed to die for your birthright. You're supposed to fight for your birthright. He was supposed to be like, well, F it, I'll die then. If you supposed to be my brother, but if you ain't gonna give me this food, he said, I'm at the point to die, he would have been all right. Let's be real. He said, I'm at the point to die, but he wasn't gonna die. But he despised his birthright. He didn't really care, man. Right? And Hebrews says that. So now, the point that I'm bringing this out is that Amalek now is trying to role reverse and put it on us. You see, and I believe I'm going to put that clip at the beginning of this film. Kanye showed the people, Amalek is trying to be us, but Kanye showed the people that red screen, right? That screen was red as hell. And that's the spirit, because Esau is known as the red man. You see? That was spiritual. Esau was born red and hairy. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and grab that real quick. The Edomites, the so-called JEWs, and they getting exposed. The Lord bringing it all out. Before that day, the wicked got to be revealed. Right? It's Genesis 25 and 25. It says, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau in the Hebrew is like Joshua, which he's wasted away as he, because he lost his pigmentation. Right? He didn't have any pigmentation, but ultimately he's gonna be wasted away for real in these last days. That's his end, is gonna be to be wasted away. Right? But he was red and hairy. So the Amalekites, right, the so-called JWs, the small hatters, those people are the sons of Esau Edom. So Kanye had on that camera, on his phone, he said all of these are the executives, are JEWs that are ruling these companies. And they completely ignored what he said. They just went on to the next topic like that wasn't a great and valid point to bring up. You see? He's this is how you know he's watching the prophets, because he's going into research, right? He's researching, he's not just going off of oh yeah, this is what I think. Nah, of course, and see, he's in the industry. So he's also seeing the wickedness of these people, right? He's seeing it firsthand. And we're seeing it through the spirit and the things that happen in this world. But now he can walk into a room and an Amalek treat him like shit, or try to make him do a sacrifice, they coming for him, you know. They coming for him. And see, now things are coming out. People are starting to believe. People wondering what's this controversy about, right? This is Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Kanye West, right? Now calling Ye, right? He says it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He showed that these are the predominant people that rule these major corporations. Those are the people who rule the earth. So they got to be the wicked. This is biblical prophecy making sense, right? But people only like to cleave on to the parts that they like. You see, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? So of the man who, okay, when you really think about all of the destructive parts of a society, right? Your food, right? Somebody showed the cost of spending versus health or something recently. And it was like America was like 20 times about spending way more than everybody else. And that's Revelation 18, but way more money in spending. But yet we're the unhealthiest country. If you're spending that much money, you're supposed to be getting the best of the best, right? You got everywhere. Look, you know, I just passed the McDonald's. You know, you got McDonald's everywhere, Taco Bell, Burger King, right? You know, you got Taco Hell. You got everything, all these companies that destroy you, right? But then you got the higher up things where Esau is running all of them fast food chains. Of course, you got some jakes that might franchise them, but the all and be all, the real sitting at the top of that is Amalek. Amalek said he even put human meat inside the McDonald's food. You see, this is the wicked man of the earth. You got GMOs in your food. You got toxins in your water. You got lead. You got chemtrails in the air. These are the people that are ruling the earth and that are ruling the world with great wickedness, with great destruction, that are destroying everything. The scripture said, destroy them which destroy the earth. So the Lord is showing and proving that the people that's in this Bible are not the people of the Heavenly Father, right? You know, and it's funny, I might bring this out at camp tomorrow too, but I had some Amalekites, I was doing some driving, had some Amalekites that I picked up, and he said, I'm a JEW that likes pork. You know, he said it like that. I'm like, and then another one was like, yeah, I like pork too. Like, you know, I had 4 of them. And I'm like, man, they goddamn devils. These are not the people of the Lord. They are not the chosen people of God, man. They have no, you don't even have, okay, so let me say it like this, right? When you speak about the Israelites, when you speak about so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, people might think our people ain't shit, right? That they're the lowest of the low. Like, yeah, black people eat pork too. But you got the Israelites, the hopeful elect, and the Israelites of the Israelites, the hopeful elect, who are striving to please Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? You don't even have a sect of them that are trying to please the Lord, right? You don't have besides granted any Israelite foreigners. Jay keep getting calls, forgive me. I done kind of lost my train of thought, you know, so forgive me. But yeah, man, you know, they are losing. They're about to show that they're not the people. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Amalek talking about they eat pork. You know, that's truly wicked. They don't believe, man. They don't believe in this Bible, right? They don't believe in none of the ways. They do everything wrong. They rock ZZs and not fringes. You know, ZZs ain't going off, but they rock the ZZs, not the fringes. They shave their beards. They got the little curly sides. You know, some of them get lineups. A lot of them don't believe that they have to carry the customs of the Bible. Right? And it's in the Torah that tells you not to eat pork. Right? But I'm a JW that loves pork. That means you literally saying you're disobeying the Heavenly Father willfully. You see? So this is the wickedness of Amalek, man. And the Lord gonna keep exposing them, gonna keep exposing them, right? Let me type this real quick, because this is one that I thought of when I first got on here. You know, the Lord is gonna keep exposing this man for the devil that he is. This is Jeremiah 49:10. Matter of fact, let me read 9. It says, if grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. You see, that's what your average thief and your average heathen does, or person, right? They'll take some of the grapes, or they'll steal. They'll be like, all right, we got enough, we getting up out of here. But Esau, the Amalekites, starting with the Amalekites, the so-called JWs, they want it all. Give me all that. You know? It says, but I have made Esau bare, right? Which he's uncovered. He's lifting his skirt. It says, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. You see, right now, he's not being able to hide himself. It's too much information coming out about him. Kyrie Irving posted that book, Hebrews to Negroes. You see what I'm saying? The movie or whatever. The information, you know, starting with the apostles and the elders and the prophets, it's been coming out, right? But now you see it's going down through the spirit, man. It says, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. You see, and that's like spoiled milk. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody out here is riding, gone through, been in bad situations. But Esau out here living life. Esau ain't got no problems. He good. He good. You know what I'm saying? His mind state is not in service to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know, and he's gonna end up getting destroyed. You know, and that's ultimately what's going to happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And we're eternally grateful for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua blessing us with this knowledge and truth. But Esau is about to get destroyed. He's about to fall, man. And we're happy for it. That wicked going to be revealed, man, by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, starting with the prophets. And now the Lord putting the spirit on certain men to bring this out. The truth, it says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham. Hakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the house of David. Until next time, Shalom.